UTPA women's basketball on the cusp of the winningest season in program history. We take you to all the action. UTPA baseball getting set for the home opener. We take you on a tour of the recently renovated stadium. And it's time to tee off with UTPA golf. This is Bronc Country. Hey everyone, and welcome to Bronc Country. I'm Jonah Goldberg. The University of Texas Pan American women's basketball team hit the road for a pair of games over the weekend. These games ripe with meaning from the WAC standings to program history. Pick it up on Saturday. Bronx visiting Seattle. The Redhawks were in control early. Bronx down 8 when Chazé Wright connects. And then it's Troy Swain for 3. Bronx within 3. A little later on, Bronx still down 3 when Tonisha Walker ties the game, 20 all. Now, the Redhawks scored the next 9 points, so we're midway through the second half and the Bronx are down 11. Shante Goff hits a jumper, and here come the Bronx. DeAndrea Nolan, 7-point game. Bronx down 9, but the price is right. Sherelle Price makes it a 6-point game. And then anything you can do, Swain can do just as well. It's a 3-point game. About a minute later, Goff makes it a 1-point game. And then Hildur Bjork Karchinsdottir puts the Bronx up 49-48. Not done yet. Swain makes the jumper. And then right you are, Chazé. Goff again. And then Swain again. It's a 19-0 run. The Bronx lead 58-48. They go on to win 70-60. Goff led the Bronx with 16 points. Walker with a trio of threes for 13. Swain with a career-high tying 10 points as the Bronx complete the season sweep of the Redhawks. It's also the 14th win and 3rd conference road win for the Bronx, tying the program records.
Well, the win at Seattle is significant for this program. It gave us win number 14. For the second year in a row, we tied the most wins I've ever had in the history of the program. And then we were down 11 points with 15 minutes left to play. You're on the road. You're in an arena that UTPA's never won in. And then we have a lot of people step up and really played well. Tonisha Walker was outstanding and got a great game again from Shante Goff. But Troy Swain came off the bench and just gave us unbelievable minutes, as did Hildur Karchinsdottir. Troy ended up getting 10 points, had a steal and a 3 that really turned it tied. Hildur gave us the layup that put us ahead, and she ended up with 8 rebounds and battled their post player, just battled her inside, and we just very pleased with the effort we got with everybody off the bench.
Now, the road trip actually started on Thursday at Bakersfield. The Bronx trailed by as many as 25 early, but on the comeback trail. Stephanie Onyeje connects. Troy Swain for 3, and then Chazé Wright, good in the foul. She hits the free throw. The Bronx are on a 12-0 run. It's 36-23. Brittany Bush had a huge game. Hits the layup there. Plenty more coming from her. And then Swain with the layup. The Bronx are within 11. It's 38-27. Move ahead to the second half. Bronx down 20, but that's when Bush takes over. Sinking layups not once, not twice, not thrice, but thrice? Not sure if that's a word, but I'm defining it to mean 4 times. The Bronx are within 12. We showed you Wright's old-fashioned 3-point play earlier, but it's time to go back to the future. From downtown. And then she does it again. Bronx within 10. Just under 10 minutes left. Laura Van Tilburg puts it in. The Bronx got as close as 9, but the Roadrunners pull away for an 87-72 victory. Huge game for Bush. Career-high 23 points on 9 of 15 shooting. Wright was also right on. Career-high tying 16 points on 6 of 7 shooting, including 3 of 4 from behind the arc.
Chazé Wright had a really strong game, came in off the bench, got us motivated, did an extremely good job. I think she had 16 points. She hit 3 threes in a row, gave us a boost and got us back in the game, but then as we got back into the game that we didn't finish, so ended up losing that game. But Brittany Bush also with a career high 23 points.
Here's a look at the WAC standings. The Broncs are tied for second with Bakersfield at 7-3, 2 games back of New Mexico State, which lost at Bakersfield on Saturday. The Broncs are a win or a Seattle loss away from clinching a top 3 finish, but with 4 games left, there's still a long way to go before determining how those top 3 will shake out. That means big home games this week against Grand Canyon on Thursday at 7 and Utah Valley on Saturday at 2.
We've got Grand Canyon here. We owe them one. They beat us out there. And they have a very nice club, and they get it up and down the floor, shoot well. And then we have Utah Valley coming to the field house, and they're huge. They go 6'4", they go 6'3". Their guards are big, and we're going to have to play a great defense and create a lot of turnovers in order to win.
On to the men. Broncs opening the weekend with Bakersfield, down 2-0 early, but Shaq Hines ties the game. And then a minute later, it's Shaq Boga. Broncs up 4-2. Now the Roadrunners responded with a 23-5 run to build a 16-point lead, but Boga doing everything in his power to keep the Broncs in this one. It's a pair of jumpers to help the Broncs pull within 10 at the half. Early second half, Broncs still coming back. Boga with the jumper. Everett Osborne buries the 3, and then Boga follows suit. The Broncs are within 37-31. That's as close as they got before falling 66-54. Janari Josar led the Broncs in scoring with 18 points by tying his career highs in free throws made and attempted, going 12 for 16. Boga finished with 15 points to go with 6 assists. Broncs looking to bust out against Seattle. The Redhawks run a defense that dares you to shoot threes, and oh, the Broncs dared. Janari Josar makes it 3-0 out of the gate. Then, with the score of 5-3, it's Shaq Boga's turn. Broncs by 5. Now it's 8-7 when Josar connects not once, but twice. He's fired up. Broncs up 14-7. The Redhawks come back to take an 18-16 lead, but Josar answers. Now, all these threes are going to have a collateral effect, opening the inside game for guys like Shaq Hines, who connects not once, but twice. Then Josar says, "Hey, give me the ball back. It's raining threes." Broncs up 28-22. Time winding down in the half. Josar with the miss, but Boga with the putback and the foul. He hits the free throw. Broncs up 8 at the half. Early in the second half, the Broncs attacked the basket. Josar, then Hines, then Everett Osborne not once, but twice. Broncs go up 13 en route to a 68-57 victory. Josar with his 12th 20-plus points game of the season, pouring in 23 while hitting 5 threes. Boga's 16 points and 6 assists finished the weekend with 12 assists and just 1 turnover. Hines went 6 for 10 from the field for his 12 points. And how about Elijah Watson? Career high 10 points to go with 5 rebounds and 7 assists.
I think we just executed better, made our shots, went on the run, and that's why we got the 10-point lead, and we held on to it.
It actually means the world to me, man, to get a win. It definitely feels good. We put in a lot of hard work and dedication, and it finally showed off and paid off today.
Janari opened it up for us early with his shooting, and he opened up the lane. That allowed Hines to operate a little bit and Boga to gap it. So, but, as you look at the stat sheet, we took care of the ball in terms of passing the ball a little bit better than they did.
Here's a look at the WAC standings. The Broncs now just half a game back of Utah Valley, and that's their opponent on Saturday. The Broncs start the trip with Grand Canyon, who they've already beaten once this season.
Grand Canyon, I thought we kind of played a game like Seattle where we had the game 8-10 points and let it fall back at the end and almost lost it, got lucky to win at the end. And then Utah Valley was very similar to the game we played Thursday where we were tentative and couldn't get going. And, it's just, we just got to go out and play well against them. They're teams that they don't outmatch us size-wise. And Utah Valley typically doesn't guard us a lot. They give us shots, and we gotta just knock them in.
Thursday's game also marked the 4th annual Challenge of the Deans, as all of the colleges competed in a free throw contest and an attendance contest. The College of Social and Behavioral Science took the attendance trophy. On the free throw side, Dr. John Sargent combined with student Luis Basurto to make 8 free throws for the College of Business Administration, tying with the Dean of Students Office, which had Dr. Marie Fuentes Martin and Student Government Association President Alberto Adame shooting. Sargent shone in the tiebreaker, hitting 6 more free throws to clinch the win. UTPA baseball set for the home opener this weekend, and they'll be doing so in a renovated stadium. Coming up on Bronc Country, we show you some of the upgrades at Edinburg Baseball Stadium.
It all comes down to this. 14 teams battle their way through the bracket for a chance to punch their ticket to the big dance. Be a part of the madness in Las Vegas, March 11th to 14th. Go all in and witness who goes home a champion at Orleans Arena. The 2015 WAC Men's and Women's Basketball Tournament. Tickets on sale now
at UTPABronx.com.
We will work our minds, raise our hands, and search for the answers. We will study the stars, learn to speak each other's languages, and hear each other's songs. We will make each tomorrow brighter, more prosperous, and completely new. We cannot predict the future, but we can and will build it. We will come together. The University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. New opportunities for the 21st century.
Back in October, the city of Edinburg generously donated Edinburg Baseball Staidum to the UT system, subsequently giving UTPA control of the facility. Since then, UTPAAthletics has spent a lot of time with the first of several phases of renovations to make the home of the Bronx even better. Melinda Garza has the story.
After undergoing renovations last fall, UTPA's baseball team has been in full swing as they now have a state-of-the-art stadium to call home.
Now it really has a college feel to it.
Originally, the field had characteristics of a minor league stadium.
The walls were much higher. It was a double wall in the outfield for advertising purposes.
From new outfield walls to protective netting and handrails in the dugouts, the remodeling has given players a safer environment.
Now we have padding, a padded floor, as you can tell there.
Previously, there was nothing in front of the dugouts to stop a foul ball from injuring a player.
And then if you talk about the liability issue of a line drive coming in and hitting one of our guys in the dugout, then this is definitely important as well.
After completely replacing the irrigation system, the new structure has hidden automatic sprinklers throughout the field, making it possible to water the entire stadium.
Because our irrigation system was broken, for 10 years they irrigated this field by hand. And as you can tell, there's a lot of grass to cover.
After implementing the new renovations, UTPA's coaches envision a strong future for the baseball program. For Bronc Country, I am Melinda Garza.
The Bronx opened up the home slate on Friday, but first, the Bronx took part in the Jackson State Tournament, getting in 4 games in 2 days. The first game saw the Bronx face the host Tigers, and the Bronx fell 6-5. In his first appearance in 11 months, catcher Jacob Huckabee went 2 for 4 with 2 doubles and a run scored. Victor Garcia Jr. went 2 for 5 with a double and 2 RBI, the start of big things for him.
First game, Jackson State, fell behind early, came back, had a chance to win in the 9th inning. Their shortstop made a tremendous play, and we fell a little short. But overall, it was a good effort. Just had to clean up some small mistakes that we had. We don't make those small mistakes. We're able to win that game.
Friday's second game saw the Bronx fall to Tennessee Martin 1-0. Garcia had 2 of the Bronx 3 hits. The story here, though, was freshman Ryan Jackson, who struck out 8 in 8 innings while allowing just 5 hits and no walks. For his efforts, Jackson earned WAC Pitcher of the Week honors.
The final score was 1-0. Our freshman Ryan Jackson, local product from Nicky Rowe High School, pitched outstanding. 8 strikeouts, no walks, pitched a really, really good game. And their guy pitched a very good game, too. 1 home run was a difference in the game. And as a freshman, his first start, really, really outstanding. Showed a lot of composure, showed a lot of tenacity and the will to win. So we're very happy with Ryan's first outing as a college pitcher.
First game on Saturday, another squeaker, but in a different way. Down 6-1 entering the 8th, the Broncs scored 7 runs, including a game-tying grand slam by Garcia on his first career home run, to come back and win 8-7. That makes 3 straight one-run games to open the season for the Broncs. First time that's happened since 1992. The Broncs played in 18 one-run games last year, tied for 16th most in the NCAA.
That was a really good game. We fell behind. We were down 6-1 at one point late in the game, and their pitcher, was really shutting us down offensively. We were able to string a few quality at-bats together, and then the big blow came with Victor Garcia with the bases loaded, hit a grand slam to tie the game at 6. Then we took the lead and held on to the lead for 8-7 victory. But a really good game. Showed our guys that they have the ability to come back. And Victor Garcia was clutch for us all weekend. Had a tremendous weekend and helped us win the last 2 games.
The Broncs finished up the tournament with a 7-0 romp over Jackson State. Parker Gallegos pitched 7 shutout innings, striking out 4, before Andrew Padron struck out 2 in 2 perfect innings to finish up. Garcia went 2 for 3 with another double, 2 RBI and 2 runs scored. He hit .467 with 8 RBI during the tournament.
It was a complete performance by our pitching staff. It was a shutout. Parker Gallegos threw the ball extremely well, kept us in the game the entire time. Offensively, again, Victor Garcia had a few good at-bats, which he did all weekend. Had some key hits for us also. But overall, the weekend, we played outstanding defense. Anytime you can go 4 games, have 1 error, your defense did a great job. Our bullpen overall did a good job. We had 2 good starts. As I mentioned, Ryan Jackson had a very good start, and Parker Gallegos had a very good start.
Here's a look at the WAC non-conference standings. The usual suspects at the top, as Grand Canyon is off to a 3-0 start, and the Broncs and Sacramento State have 2 wins each. The Broncs come home for the Al Ogletree Classic this weekend, as they host Abilene Christian Friday at 7, Saturday at 6, and Sunday at 12.
Well, Abilene has a good tradition of baseball. They've been very, very good in the past. It's our opening weekend, so we're hoping to play well in front of our fans. So it's going to be a good weekend of college baseball, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and we hope everybody can make it.
UTPA men's golf season is just underway. Next on Bronc Country, we get you ready for the spring season on the links. The UTPA men's golf team opened the season this week by hosting the Bronc Intercollegiate. We'll have highlights next week. It was the first time the Broncs have hosted an event in just over 5 years, and that's a good way to start the spring season. Romeo Villarreal has more.
Having spent the last month and a half waiting for the season to start, the men's golf program is anxious to get the spring season underway.
All the players are really excited for the spring season. Obviously, we have conference. It's hosted at a great resort, so they're really looking forward to that. We also are going to travel to a few other really nice places, so everyone's got a good hype going for the season.
Yeah, I think we're all excited. We've been in school for about a month now. Everyone's just kind of getting ready into tournament mode.
While you can't learn everything about your team in the preseason, what Coach Armin has learned about his team this preseason has him optimistic about how his team will perform this year.
In golf, practice is always a lot different than tournaments. So it's all a matter of who can transfer what they're working on at home to do what they need to do in the tournaments. That's always the catch. So I think a lot of guys are working in the right direction, and with the guidance that I've been helping them out with and my experience of how I used to practice to transfer that stuff to tournaments, I've just been trying to pass that knowledge on to them, and hopefully it's been soaking in, and we'll see how it works out.
One of the keys to the team having a successful season will be the adopting of a new philosophy that is centered around hard work and team cooperation.
Every tournament presents its own challenges. The expectation for the team is just to do their best every single day. That's our motto this semester, is just work as hard as you can in every single moment, as off the golf course and on the golf course. And with all those hard work days, then that will add up to better tournament results. I don't want them thinking too far ahead. I just want them taking it literally one step at a time.
Yeah, he's just asking us to do our best. He's not going to be mad at what we shoot. Just make sure that we give it our all and just go out and be a team and just make sure you have everyone's back. Yeah, we're learning more of the team aspect going into this semester, so hopefully Just making sure you're getting everyone's back, you're doing your part, and then just hopefully making it a team effort. Just start off strong here and build into next week and the tournaments to come.
Reporting for Bronc Country, this is Romeo Viediao.
UTPA track and field with its final tune-up before the WAC Indoor Championships, posting 15 top 10 finishes at Houston. Best finishes of the day belong to the 4x400 meter relay teams, which each took third place. Robin Galloso with the best individual showing, taking fourth in the 800 meters, while finishing ninth in the mile. On the men's side, the distance medley relay team took fourth, while Trevion Williams finished seventh in the 200 meters. Ramon Naley took seventh in the 400 meters, and Mar Gonzalez placed seventh in the triple jump.
We saw some good things in the field events. You saw Mar Gonzalez do pretty well in both the long and the triple jump. And we saw some of the throwers do quite well. And then on the track itself, we had a lot of races. Robin Galloso ran very well in multiple races. Ladies 4x4 did quite well, and just a lot of tough performances out there.
UTPA men's tennis was also in Houston over the weekend, facing Nicholls State over at Walden Country Club, falling 3-4. Hector Ramirez, Juan Cruz Soria, and Kobe Jansen all with singles wins for the Broncs. Miguel Alvarez had a tight one at number 5. After dropping the first set tiebreak, he saved 4 straight match points to come back from down 2-5 and win set 2 to force a third set.
Doubles was competitive, real tight matches, and singles went down to the wire. The match was 3-all, came down to our freshman number 5 singles, and he saved several match points, 4 match points in the second set to force the third. And the other guy just picked his play up a little bit, and they outperformed us, and that's what happens sometimes. But we competed. We got to get everybody competing.
Want to help prepare our student athletes for excellence in life? Then join the Bronc Athletic Fund today. You can become a member of the BAF for just $50 a year. All of the proceeds go directly to student-athlete scholarships, so visit BroncAthleticFund.com today to see how you can make a meaningful impact on the lives of student-athletes.
It all comes down to this. 14 teams battle their way through the bracket for a chance to punch their ticket to the big dance. Be a part of the madness in Las Vegas, March 11th to 14th. Go all in and witness who goes home a champion at Orleans Arena. The 2015 WAC Men's and Women's Basketball Tournament. Tickets on sale now
at UTPABronx.com.
We will work our minds, raise our hands, and search for the answers. We will study the stars, learn to speak each other's languages, and hear each other's songs. We will make each tomorrow brighter, more prosperous, and completely new. We cannot predict the future, but we can and will build it. We will come together. The University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. New opportunities for the 21st century.
Plenty going on this week for the Broncs, including 5 home events from Thursday through Sunday. The women's basketball team looks to keep rewriting history with its final 2 regular season home games, Thursday against Grand Canyon and Saturday against Utah Valley. Baseball with its first 3 home games, hosting Abilene Christian on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in the Owl Ogletree Classic, before visiting Texas on Tuesday. Men's basketball has its final 2 road games of the regular season. Women's tennis heads to Texas State. Women's golf opens its season in Corpus Christi, and men's golf heads out to Nicholls State. We want to thank you for stamping your passport in Bronc Country this week. Schedule another visit for next week. But until then,
go Broncs!
It all comes down to this. 14 teams battle their way through the bracket for a chance to punch their ticket to the big dance. Be a part of the madness in Las Vegas, March 11th to 14th. Go all in and witness who goes home a champion at Orleans Arena. The 2015 WAC Men's and Women's Basketball Tournament. Tickets on sale now
at UTPABronx.com.
We will work our minds, raise our hands, and search for the answers. We will study the stars, learn to speak each other's languages, and hear each other's songs. We will make each tomorrow brighter, more prosperous, and completely new. We cannot predict the future, but we can and will build it. We will come together. The University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. New opportunities for the 21st century.